Hello my lovelies, welcome to my little cottage by the sea, the place where I love to stitch and craft my way to a vintage inspired and sustainable lifestyle. Seeing as this year marks the centenary of Disney and also as the 6th treat of my Vlogtober, the 13 treats of Vlogtober, I am actually giving away a free knitting pattern for this, my Minnie beanie. I have been a Disney fan all of my life, despite many of the problematic issues that we know exist surrounding a global and corporate company, and a history that sometimes hasn't been as shiny as I'm sure Walt Disney would have liked. I have a very, very huge place in my heart for both Mickey, but especially his love, Minnie Mouse. Way back when I was studying fashion, I had to do an essay for part of my fashion history unit of the degree, and I chose to look at the t-shirts designed by Mr. Freedom, a designer, London-based designer of the late 60s and 70s, and he famously used Mickey Mouse on some of his t-shirts. So my essay was all about how fashion designers used pop art and cultural symbols to create a sort of fashion statement of the time. It was the time of swinging London and pop art and all of those things that we know and admire today. At the time, my tutor was not very impressed and didn't feel that an essay about Mickey and Minnie Mouse was particularly appropriate when there were many highbrow things that I could have written about, but I did not care. Minnie has long had a special place in my heart. So much so that she is actually on the back of my phone case and on the t-shirt that I am wearing. I don't often buy anything new. I tend to make or buy vintage. I have a bit of a rule about it, and it extends to many of the things that I both wear and have in my home. But when it comes to Minnie Mouse, I can't resist. Even the queen of punk herself, Dame Vivienne Westwood, had an enduring love for Mickey and Minnie. And whilst in the 70s, when she was creating all of her iconic punk garments and clothing, she put Mickey Mouse on some of her rather naughty t-shirts, and she got a bit of a slap on the wrist from the Disney company because they are rather strict. I feel that I am kept in very good company, so there is no better way to celebrate my undying love for Minnie Mouse than this fabulous little and very, very simple beginner-friendly knitting project. So it is basically just a beanie hat with a round of rib, and then you have the crown of the beanie. It's designed to not have a fold up rib cuff, but you can of course knit it a little bit longer and put the rib up. I've used these two faux fur pom-poms to create the ears, but of course you could make pom-poms yourself, and I've done it in black to indicate the Minnie-ness of my Minnie beanie. You could of course put a fabulous little bow on here just to further add to the Minnie-ness of the Minnie beanie. I bought a 100-gram ball of wool for this, and then the two large faux pom-poms. I didn't use the entire ball, probably around 50 grams, so you will have to wing it slightly. The rib could actually be done in a contrast colour, say for example a red or a shocking pink, and then this crown could be in a contrasting colour, and you could play around with the matching the pom-poms to the rib. There's all sorts of options there. I have just opted for black because it's my favourite colour, apart from pink. I think this beanie will make an absolutely fabulous gift, and it's a really good beginner knitting project. It's quick to knit up because it's in an Aran. You can get it done just in an evening whilst you watch one of your favourite Disney classic films. If you want to grab a free copy of the Minnie beanie, then head over to my journal on my website at www.taradeighton.co.uk. There's also lots of other tutorials there, so you might see some other fun stuff that you want to try out for yourself, and also I share all my vintage inspiration and ideas there. There are quite a few nice pieces and visual inspiration for you over there. If you do knit the Minnie beanie, then please tag me on Instagram and share it with everybody. I'm at Tara Deighton Atelier, and I really hope that you are having a fabulous October. For me, Disney is a very sentimental and nostalgic thing, like for many of us. It was a highlight and moments of happiness in a childhood that was quite problematic and troubled. So I have very, very fond memories of all the Disney films that I watched growing up, and it was a real joy to share them with my child later on. And we even went to Disneyland Paris when she was little, and I'm very much hoping to go again. And even if you aren't a knitter yourself, maybe you can download the pattern, get it printed out nicely, get some pom-poms and some wool for maybe one of your knitting friends. It would make an absolutely lovely gift for the knit addicts in your life. Thank you so much for spending time with me, just a short little time today while I share this free knitting project with you. And I hope that wherever you are in the world, you are keeping very safe and well, and you're enjoying this spooky and fun-filled October. Till next time, my lovelies. Bye.